What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my daily sports picks video. It is Saturday night, October 13th, right before NFL Week 6 is about to start. This is my daily sports picks video, NFL edition. Thank you guys, like always, for joining me today. I appreciate it. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome college football Saturday. I know I am. We're doing really well today. So we're looking to continue that into tomorrow and have a great NFL day. So let's go ahead and recap what we did last week on the channel. And starting off with our free play that we gave out last week, we gave out the Seattle Seahawks plus 7.5. And this was not a popular choice. A lot of people were nervous about this one, did not like this one, but when Seattle and the Rams get together, throw the records out of the window. If one of the teams is playing bad, one of the teams is playing great, throw that out the window. It's always going to be a close game between these two teams, and that's exactly what happened. Seattle actually had many chances to win this game, but the Rams pulled it off at the end and continue their undefeated season. But that our plus 7.5 came through for us, so we are now 4-1 through 5 weeks with our free plays. That is 80%, my friends. 4-1 to start the season, so we're looking to continue that and only get better from there. Similar success over on the college football side of things. I gave out another free play winner yesterday, or I should say today. Or I gave it out yesterday for today. Today being Saturday, which was the LSU Tigers plus 7.5. The week before, I gave out Texas. They were underdogs as well, and they won outright. This week, I give out LSU Tigers plus the points, and they win again outright. So we are just on fire with our free plays right now, both in college and the NFL. So like I said, we're just looking to continue that, continue the great success we're having. NBA is right around the corner starting next week, so look out for my daily NBA videos. Basketball is my favorite sport, college and NBA, so we're definitely going to have some fun with the basketball season. So anyways, this is the NFL video, so we're recapping last week. So we had our free play winner, like I said, Seattle Seahawks came through for us. For our NFL videos, what I do is I give out a long shot teaser. Not really something I recommend you following, but if you do love teasers, I would take out some of what I do, the ones that you like, and then kind of put together your own kind of teaser. Or if we're already looking towards doing the teaser, maybe see if the ones that you were thinking about are the same ones that I'm thinking about. It's kind of the same thing I do over on the college football side of things. I actually pick spreads. With the NFL, not as many games, so I go with the teasers. We haven't hit it yet, but we've gotten very close. Let's go ahead and recap Week 5 teaser in the NFL. So usually with the teasers, it's any teaser where the payout is $1,000 or more. I do this myself. Like I said, I don't recommend taking all of these. It is a long even though it's a teaser, a 7-point teaser. When you put this many teams together, it's still going to be very hard to hit. But I believe we're going to hit it at least once this year, maybe this week. So again, I would definitely recommend plucking out a few that you like and then put that together and make your own teaser. But this is last week's long shot Week 5 teaser. So we had the Falcons and Steelers over 51. The Steelers pretty much scored most of this. The Falcons, I believe, only scored 7 points. But this did go over the total. Like I said, the Steelers, the Falcons just can't stop anybody right now. So it was an easy victory for the Steelers, with the final score being 41-17. So the Falcons did score a touchdown late in the fourth quarter. So again, it finished at 58. We had it at 51. So the teaser with the winner. The New York Giants, they already played this week on Thursday night and got whooped by the Eagles. But this is last week. We had them plus 13.5 against the Panthers. That's where the Panthers hit a 60-plus field goal to win it at the end. Giants were up by 1. They ended up losing by 2. Plus 13.5 really was never in doubt. Vikings, Eagles over 40. We had that finished at 44. So it didn't go way over that, but it did go over. If you took that over without the teaser, you would have lost. So with the teaser, 40, we got the W there. Rams, Seahawks under 57.5. Like I said, I love the Seahawks keeping this game close. I didn't think it was going to be this many points being scored. Usually when it's a high-scoring game, the favorite is the one that comes away with the cover. And in this case, it was the Seahawks. So It finished at 64, just a ton of points scored. Even with the teaser, 57.5 wasn't enough. So that was one of the losses we had. Houston Texans +4, very, very ugly game against the Cowboys, but we got the cover there. Arizona Cardinals +10.5 on the road against the 49ers. 49ers are just in trouble without Jimmy G. Arizona Cardinals got the outright win on the road. Oakland Raiders +13. Very, very disappointing performance by the Raiders last week against the Chargers. They only scored 10 points. Just completely embarrassing performance by them. We'll see what they can do in London this week. So +13 was not enough. They ended up losing by 16, so missed that one by 3. Dolphins +13. They should have won this game against the Bengals. I don't know how they lost. I do know how they lost because I watched it, but I don't know how they ended up. I still don't know how really they ended up losing that game because they were in complete control after the first half. But +13, never in doubt in that one. Packers +8. This one was a push against the Lions. Lions jumped out. Really, it was the crap show by Mason Crosby, missing 4 field goals and 1 extra point. Just unbelievable performance by Crosby. They only lose the game by 8, and if he would have made those field goals, they would have won. It would have been a completely different game. You really can't say if he made the field goals they would have won because the game would have played out differently. But they only lost by 8. We got the push with the teaser. Jaguars +10. This one I was really confident about. Just the Chiefs keep doing it. I thought the Jaguars were going to come, even though they were on the road. I did think they were going to keep it close, if not win against the Chiefs. They ended up losing by 16, so we missed this one by 6 points. Just a great performance by Holmes and the Chiefs at home. Baltimore Ravens +4, lost to the Cleveland Browns. Ugly, ugly performance. Overtime win by the Browns. Ravens had many, many chances to win this game, and so did the Browns in regulation, but Browns ended up winning in OT. +4 with the teaser. We got the cover there. So it was 11 overall. 1 was a push. 7 winners. So 7 out of 10 if you take out the push. So pretty good effort. But still, we want to hit this completely. But like I said, if you would have plucked out your favorites out of this, you probably would have won, unless you did like either the Jaguars, Raiders, or that under in the Rams Seahawks. Probably the one most people would have liked was the Jaguars, keeping that game close. But so that was a loser. 7 out of 10 correct though, so pretty good attempt. So we will see what we can do this week. So this week I'll have another long shot teaser along with another free play straight bet, and then of course my best plays will be over on the Patreon side of things. That's where I'm putting my daily picks in MLB for the playoffs. Like I said, NBA is starting next week, and then of course college football I should say, and the NFL. Basically every sport, and NHL as well, that's going on right now. We had a perfect 3-0 day in the NHL the other day. So everything, all sports, over on the Patreon side of things. This is what it looks like. This is how to get there. Patreon.com/JVille Sports, patreon.com/JVille Sports. That's where you'll find all my picks every single day. Very, very easy website to use. Once I post my picks, you'll get an email notification letting you know. So then you just go over to the website, check out what I posted, see if you like it, and make the play if you decide to. You can also post comments, talk to the fellow villagers over there. Like I said, it's just very, very easy website to use. One that I'm using right now. I might be transitioning over to something new later in the year, but we will see what happens. But if you do have any questions, my email address and my social media pages are all down below. So hit me up if you have any questions. Otherwise, that is that. So let's go ahead and move on with today, week 6 in the NFL. We are cruising through the college football and NFL seasons. Hopefully you guys are winning some money along the way. Hopefully I can help you guys a little bit out in that department. So let's see what we have for this week. So I'm going to start off with this week's long shot teaser. It is one that I really, really like. So we'll see what happens. So moving on, let me put this up on the screen here. So we have week 6 in the NFL. So first game on the board that I'm going with, Tennessee Titans +10. The Baltimore Ravens coming off a loss. They're going to be pissed off. They're going to be ready to play. But this is their 3rd straight road game. It is tough for any football team to play 3 straight road games and come away with the victory. They might come away with the victory because I'm not really that high on the Titans, but they do have a very good defense. Titans just find a way to win. Ugly performance last week against the Bills. Had a chance to win that game, but they kind of played very conservative and they got what they deserved. They lose to the Bills, but now they come back home against the Ravens, so they too will be pissed off. Both teams playing for something, fighting for the playoffs. So we'll see what happens here. But at the end of the day, I think the Titans at home can keep this game close. So plus 10. This is a 7-point teaser. I like doing 7 instead of 6 in the NFL because I think points are more of a premium in the NFL. Games are just so much tighter, and you do miss a lot of games by just 1 point. So Tennessee Titans with the 7 points moves it to plus 10. We are taking the Jacksonville Jaguars again. One of the things that you're really not supposed to do is kind of tease a team through 0. The Jaguars are favored by 3, and we are moving them through 0 on the other side to plus 4. Technically, you're not, the experts say you're not supposed to do that. Just because if a game's supposed to be that close, it really can go either way. And this game can go either way. You know, Jaguars offense, it's up and down. You never know what you're going to get from Bortles, but I'm not high on this Cowboys team at all. They don't have any receivers. They just don't look good at all. You have some locker room dissension there. It's just a mess in Dallas land. So I like the Jaguars here. If not win, I don't think they'll lose by more than a field goal. So I like the plus 4 here with the Jaguars. Rams Broncos under 59. Rams on the road again after that tough game against Seattle that they squeaked by. So now they travel to Denver. It's a very, very tough spot for them. I do think they probably find a way to come away with the victory, but it's not easy playing in Denver. There might even be some snow. Definitely have to keep an eye on the weather there, but it's going to slow things down. A lot of running by both teams. I like this game to stay under 59. That's a lot of points. When Kansas City played Denver, I took the under in that as well, and that came through. So I think a similar game here. The Rams score a ton of points. Number 1 in offense last year. They're trending towards that again this year. Just very, very good offense, but I think they take a little bit of a step back here on the road. Like I said, a lot of Todd Gurley in this one. Houston Texans minus 3. Not much to say about this one. Buffalo Bills on the road. Very, very suspect team. Not very good at all. Plus, they're coming off a win. They probably did a lot of celebrating because they don't win very often. Now they're on the road against the Texans. Hopefully, Deshaun Watson isn't too... He just got completely smashed against Dallas. So hopefully he is somewhat healthy. Because if he is, they shouldn't have any issues covering 3 at home against the Bills. Seahawks and Raiders over 41. This is the London game. Seahawks, the defense is not very good right now. They can't stop anybody. Raiders had a very, very bad performance last week, only scoring 10 points against the Chargers. So I think that's going to motivate them here. And like I said, I don't think the Seahawks have enough to stop them. And the Seahawks offense, I think, can do whatever they want against this Raiders defense, which isn't very good either. They don't have a pass rush, which is a weakness for Seattle because they don't have a great offensive line, but I don't think that's going to be an issue here. So I think both teams score. 41 in the NFL these days is not a lot. So these two teams should be able to go over 41. Buccaneers and Falcons, another over 50. Falcons are another team. They cannot stop anybody, but they're scoring too, especially at home. They can score against anybody. We saw what the Chicago Bears did against this Tampa Bay defense. They are coming off a bye, so hopefully they fixed some things, but I don't think it will be enough. Falcons at home will definitely score a ton of points here. And like I said, Falcons defense can't stop anybody. Buccaneers have a good offense. We'll see what Jameis Winston can do getting the start here. Like I said, he has a lot of weapons. Falcons defense isn't very good. At the end of the day, I think this game goes over 50. Pittsburgh Steelers plus 9. Ben Roethlisberger, whatever, he's from Ohio. Just whatever it is, he just owns the Bengals. Steelers, I think, will have a good performance here. Very good chance for them to win the game as a dog, a road dog here. But just whatever it is, Ben Roethlisberger plays very, very well in Cincinnati. So I think another good performance here by him and the Steelers. I like them to at least keep it close. +9, that should be pretty easy there. Colts +9.5. They are also on the road against the New York Jets. Jets just aren't a very good team. Defense is okay. Darnold for the Jets, he's going to be up and down all year long. Colts, the one issue with them is they have injuries. Their starting tight end Doyle's hurt. T.Y. Hilton, I think, is going to be out again. But Andrew Luck, he's just been very, very impressive this year. One of the top quarterbacks in football, even though he had that long layoff coming off the injury. He just looks really, really good. I think he'll find a way to score some points against this Jets team and keep this game close, if not win. Bears, Dolphins, under 49. So we saw what the Bears did against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They just completely looked dominant. I think that was more of Tampa Bay and not as much with the Bears and Trubisky running the show. I don't think that offense is that great. And the bye week, they're coming off a bye week. Usually that is a good thing for teams, but the Bears were on fire before the bye week, so I think it actually slows them down here. So they travel on the road to face the Dolphins. I just don't think this is going to be a very high-scoring game. Neither team, I'm not high on either of these teams' offenses. Like I said, I don't take what the Bears did against Tampa Bay at home. I don't put too much stock into that. And the Dolphins, I don't know how they come back after that ugly loss to Cincinnati. They just should not have lost that game. How are their heads going to be in this one is a question. I just don't think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this one. So we're going to give the 7 points to the under 49. That's a lot of points, I think, for these two teams. It should stay under that. Chargers +8. They're going up against the Browns. They are underdogs on the road, short underdogs here. Can the Browns win 2 in a row? This team is learning how to win again. Baker Mayfield, I just find it hard to believe they're just going to stack up a bunch of wins this year. So I'm going to take the points here with the Chargers. They are traveling to the Eastern time zone, I should say, and playing an early game. So kind of a tough spot, but they did it already this year when they traveled to Buffalo, and they looked very, very good in that game. So I think a similar performance here. Chargers offense is just too good. Cleveland does have a good defense, but like I said, whoever wins this game, I think it's going to be pretty close. So +8, I'll definitely give the Chargers way. Minnesota Vikings, -3. They are double-digit favorites at home against the Cardinals. Last time they were double-digit favorites at home to the Bills, -17. They lost the game outright. I think they learned their lesson from that, and they don't look past the Cardinals. Josh Rosen at the helm. Even though the Cardinals won last week against the 49ers, they easily could have lost that game. They were lucky with some turnovers. They just did not really move the ball offensively. So Vikings here at home, I don't think that the Cardinals can score enough to keep up with them. So I like the Vikings at the end of the day, -3 at home against the Cardinals. They should cover that. So this is going to be this week's edition. Like I said, looking this one over, I like every single one of them. So it's 3, 6, 9. So this is 11 here, 11 team teaser. Even though I love all of these, I probably don't recommend taking all 11, but if there's 5 or 6 that you like, pluck them out, throw in your own teaser, and see what happens. So this is going to be 50 to win 1,000. I'm definitely going to try it myself. We'll see what happens. I think this might be the week that we get the job done. So again, that's this week's edition of the Long Shot NFL teaser. We will see what happens. So now let's go ahead and move on to today's free play of the day. It's going to be one of the teams that I mentioned. It's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers +2. So right now with our straight bets, as I mentioned, we're 4-1, 80%. So we're going for 5-1, which is an absolutely hot start here. So Steelers +2. Wish it was +3. But like I said, I think the Steelers have a great chance to win this game outright on the road. Ben Roethlisberger plays great. Just the Steelers, they really own the Bengals lately. So I think a lot of points scored here in this game, and I don't think the Bengals can keep up. I think the Bengals, they got really, really lucky to win last week, and that was against the Dolphins. Steelers much better than the Dolphins. So I think the Bengals take a deep breath here, kind of let their foot off the pedal, and I like the Steelers to take advantage. And that's going to be this week's edition. So that's going to be our free bet. Again, going for 5-1 with our straight bets. Steelers +2, and we will see what happens. So I'll definitely have my 3 best bets in the NFL, if not 4, along with my best parlay and my best teaser over on the Patreon page. So if you're interested, I showed you guys what it looks like. I'll post a link in the description of this video, and that's where you'll find all of the NFL plays that I'm giving out this weekend, along with NHL, MLB, and again, NBA right around the corner. So that's going to wrap up this week's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I should see you guys, like I said, very, very soon. Probably my next video will be NBA opening night. So good luck with whatever picks you guys decide to put in. Enjoy your Sunday. Hopefully you're having a good Saturday, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and good luck.